All right, Johnny James is here from Terra Restaurant and Bar. So, Johnny, welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Thank you.
Tell me what we're going to make today.
Deviled eggs and shrimp.
Okay, now is that like one thing together, or make
Yes.
deviled eggs and shrimp, or the shrimp is kind of in the deviled egg mixture?
Shrimp is actually going to be on top of the deviled eggs.
Okay, all right. That sounds good. We know that you've already started boiling the eggs and all that, so we're going to get back to our recipe. We're going to get started with Johnny James from Terra in just a bit. Okay. All right, here we go, back in the Hampton Road Show kitchen with Johnny James from Terra Restaurant and Bar, and today he's making deviled egg shrimp. Is this an appetizer or a main course? It's an appetizer.
Yes.
Okay, and where's Terra for folks who haven't been up there?
In Hampton Peninsula Town Center.
Oh, okay, the brand new town center up there.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a nice spot. Okay, so as we might guess, you've hard-boiled some eggs here. One of them exploded on you, but you know that happens when you put a bunch in there. So I'm going to get out of your way and let you go ahead and tell us, you know, how you get started. The first thing you do is, of course, boil the eggs.
Yes. Start boiling the eggs. I get my water ready for my shrimp. Put a little obey in it so it can be pre-seasoned.
Oh, okay. Now, why season the water?
So you won't have to do it later. It saves time.
Okay. So once it's cooked, are you going to throw a little more obey on it, or will it be seasoned enough?
It'll actually be seasoned through it.
Okay.
Actually seasoned through the shrimp.
Okay.
And with my eggs, to crack them easier, I add a little salt to my water.
Is that to make them easier to peel?
Yes, ma'am.
Salt in the water? Uh-huh, because I thought, you know, I heard that if you kind of shock them in cold water afterward, that could help, but I had not heard salt.
Yes, when you, I mean, after they finish, you shock them in water.
Right.
I mean, but it's easy to peel because the salt breaks it down.
All right, I'm going to try that at home. Appreciate that tip. Okay, so once the eggs are finished, do you, is the filling all, is it all shrimp, or are you going to keep some of the yolk?
No, I actually keep the yolk, and I put my own little mixture into it. Fill it back up and top it off with the shrimp.
Okay, so you probably won't, when you say your own little mixture, I won't waste time asking you what's in it, because I have a feeling that's the Johnny James secret recipe. But maybe, you know, we'll share it with you online. How did you get into cooking?
I got it from my grandmother and my grandfather. They actually were chefs, and kind of just picked it up. I actually started in engineering, but I fell into cooking ever since I moved to Virginia.
And then just kind of couldn't help getting into the family business?
I just loved it.
Is this recipe, the shrimp and deviled egg and shrimp, is it a recipe from your grandparents? Or
Actually, no, I thought about it. I made it up like last week.
Last week?
Yes.
Arion, this is a man after our own heart. For our Super Bowl cook-off, we decided to make some we had never made before. So that's happened before in this kitchen, so you'll be all right. All right, so anything else that we can be doing while we're waiting for these eggs, or am I going to have to ask you more questions?
Actually, ask me some more
I'm
questions.
going to have to ask you some more questions. All right, well, who's watching this morning that you want to say hello to?
Hopefully everybody. My whole family. I want to say hi to my Aunt Karen, my best friend, Keisha, everybody else if I missed you. I'm nervous, so.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Since you're nervous, you know, I'll be really helpful and ask you about this Keisha best friend. You got a Valentine? What's going on what's up for Valentine's Day?
Be working.
Be working?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's true. I bet a lot of chefs, I mean, that's going to be a busy night at Terra. Do you guys have specials going on? Or?
Yes, we actually do. We have bacon wrapped sirloin. We got seafood parmesan. I also made up that dish last week. And we have stuffed chicken.
Okay. So some things on the menu for Valentine's Day. Is it just Tuesday night that those specials will be on, or is that all week? Because some folks will do their Valentine's Day this weekend and maybe even next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on if it blows up or not. You know?
Okay. All right. All right. So we'll wait and see. All right. You know, I could make all kinds of jokes about waiting for water to boil here on the stove, but...
I'm pretty sure he's ready.
All right. So then once they're ready, go ahead. What are you going to do? You need the cold water going in the sink, or do you put them in a bowl? All right. I'm going to let you find the sink, Johnny. And then again, you're going to work with the... going to cook the shrimp over here, and the Old Bay seasoning is already in the water, which kind of has given it that color.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so you're just going to let the cold water run over the eggs for, how long do they sit before we try to peel them?
I'll let them sit for at least a minute.
Okay. And do the shrimp go in now?
Yes.
And now what kind of heat do you have on this? How hot is that water? I mean, it's not boiling.
No, but it's, I had it on a medium flame, so it should be all right.
All right, so if folks are trying to make this recipe at home, medium heat is going to be enough
Yes.
for their shrimp so they don't get too
The shrimp is, the shrimp is already pre-peeled
Mm-hmm.
and deveined, so, it's easy to cook.
Okay, so
It's
that's going
about-
to cook up pretty fast.
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
Okay. All right, well, I guess the next thing to do is work on the filling, so we can do that when I come back for the next segment. I'll try not to ask you any more embarrassing questions, but I'm making no promises. The eggs are almost getting ready to peel. I'll help you peel them out if I have a couple minutes. I'll help you peel,
I appreciate
because
that.
I am nice sometimes. All right, more with Johnny James from Terra Restaurant in just a little bit. Kitchen. Oh yeah, we were taking in every word over here, back in the kitchen with Johnny James from Terra Restaurant and Bar. And this, this is not easy for you today. Not only are you cooking on television, and I'm a pain trying to get into all of your personal business, your boss is sitting right there, Can't even go sit in the audience. He's sitting 2 feet away from you while you're cooking. This is Yancy. We're putting him on the spot because he asked us to pass along very special birthday wishes to his daughter, Liana, who turned 14 yesterday. Is that it? All right, so you've got a teenage daughter, so we can't give you a hard time either because that's hard enough, right? Right on. All right. Too bad he's a Yankees fan. You're a Yankees fan too?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, man. All right. I'm just going to have to deal with it as we keep going with our deviled egg and shrimp recipe. So since we were last in here, you've got all those eggs peeled. So easy because
Added salt.
salt the water. Okay, so you scooped out the yolks but kept them. What else is going into the filling?
Okay, I put a half a cup of mayonnaise to 6 eggs, a fourth of mustard, and added salt and pepper.
Okay.
That's your standard,
Deviled eggs.
deviled eggs.
Okay.
The
I've
twist
never made
is-
deviled eggs. I've never made them.
This is actually my 3rd time.
Your 3rd time ever in your whole life?
Yes.
Okay, I like that confidence. I'm going to come on TV and do something I'm really not that sure about. I love that. What
The
else
twist
going in
is
there?
actually a sweet chili sauce,
Oh.
and this makes any dish wonderful.
I mean, that's kind of something you find like in Thai food, right?
You can find it in any Walmart, Farm Fresh.
I don't mean, go into a Thai food restaurant and say, give it to me. Isn't that like a flavor that's common
Yes.
in Thai?
So
Gotcha.
it's kind of a little sweet, but got a little kick to it. Nothing too serious.
Now, you ninja'd up the shrimp. I didn't even see you cook it, and now it's gone. What happened? What happened? Where'd it
Actually, put the shrimp in the refrigerator to cool down.
go? Okay. So you
So-
don't want to put a hot piece of shrimp on top of something.
No, ma'am.
That wouldn't work out. So is this going to be on the menu for the Valentine's specials?
Yes, it's actually on our menu now. The first time I actually made it, I sold out of it, so
Worked out so well.
I had to keep it.
All right. And tell us again, Terra, you said is in the
Peninsula Town Center in
town
Hampton.
center. Okay. All right. So get up there, maybe make a reservation for Valentine's Day. Johnny was saying there's lots of specials there. You said you had a bacon wrapped sirloin.
Bacon wrapped sirloin, seafood parmesan, actually making it with shark meat.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
What does that taste like?
It's great.
Great.
It's like, it's similar to a tilapia, just not as fishy.
Okay. All right. Wow.
And a stuffed chicken.
Okay. Well, next time I come back, I'm going to have Chris and Ariane with me. Guy Torrey may come over to the kitchen as well, try the deviled eggs. I know Jeremy really will. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I have enough for 5 when I come back, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much. Johnny
All right.
James, Terra.